Hello and welcome to another episode of the Xenocast, which I totally forgot the number and I was going to say that. Starring, of course, your hosts, Daiquiri.
And Joshua.
And this week, well, we're doing things a little bit different. Josh, I'm pretty sure you can see what it is.
Yeah, I have a question. Why is your shirt off?
Well, that's a good question for you to ask. First off, I do want to talk about why we didn't record last week. Last week, we didn't record because of holiday stuff and being busy and taking too many pills and being in a coma because of it for a couple days and trying to adjust to life outside of that.
Yeah, that was a hassle within itself.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I thought I could wake you up with True Love's First Kiss.
Yeah, I woke up and I saw you and I just started screaming. Like, it was kind of weird.
You were like, get off me!
So, in the time, those 2 days, and the readjusting period, I was looking back and I was listening to our old episodes and trying to see what we should change and what we shouldn't. So the reason that my shirt is off is because I have realized that we are lacking one very important thing, and that is sex appeal.
You are right.
So, from here on out...
Is it hot in here, or is it just your fireplace?
Oh, it's everything, baby. From here on out, the Xenocast is, 50% shorter, 10% funnier, and 100% sexier.
Oh, yeah.
I love it. Already. And I guess we would be probably not remiss is the right word, but I'm saying it anyway, if we didn't start off talking about Alien Covenant.
It has been about 2 weeks since the Alien Covenant trailer has come out.
And it's been about 15 years since I learned how to spell it.
It's been out for 2 weeks now. I've probably watched it a month span of time.
I've watched it at least 5 times. I'm showing it to everyone I know because I'm so fucking excited about it. And I'm making sure everyone watches it. And it's funny because it came out the day before we were going to record or something like that. Or maybe that weekend. And we were never able to record last week. So, we haven't talked to each other about it at all. We haven't said a word to each other.
You and I have actually gone out of our way to even talk about the trailer. We were just waiting for the podcast.
No, exactly. We figured this would probably be the best time to talk about it, really.
Actually, prior to recording, we just recently watched it again. I think that was the first time I watched it with you in the same room.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry for holding your hand so tightly.
I understand. My cat has to deal with the same thing when I watched it the first 4 times, so I get it.
I mean, because when I watched it by myself, I was just hugging myself intensely.
Turning around doing the fake makeout thing.
Yeah. Things got pretty serious.
Dad walks in, he's like, what the fuck is going on?
He sees the Alien Covenant trailer, he's like, oh, I understand.
He sees the Alien trailer and he just gives up. That was when he gave up. But,
it's a constant... he never fails to spice things up. He's constantly giving up.
He constantly gives up, and then you bring his faith back, and then he gives up again.
Exactly.
He just finds another reason to. Forgiving the old reasons.
It's somebody I can depend on.
Oh, yeah, exactly. It's never a gamble when it comes to your dad.
Okay, so, the Alien Covenant trailer.
Holy fuck.
There's too much shit going on. We're not going to dissect this trailer because I feel like the trailer does a really good job of showing you a lot of shit going on. I posted it on our Facebook page if anyone has not seen it yet, and if it's easier for you to go on instead of YouTube, it's accessible anywhere. But
it's easier for you to go on instead of YouTube, even though they're listening to this on YouTube. Okay.
Oh shoot! Wow, it's like wow, these hands, they can touch anything but themselves.
But Jesus Christ, no, that fucking trailer, that trailer is probably the best trailer I've ever seen, and that's not me being biased. That was a legitimately good trailer. I've never been as excited about a movie, ever. Maybe the Spider-Man trailer, but not this excited.
And again, it just throws in so much at you at once. And also, while introducing new concepts, your fucking cat...
No, my cat got stuck on the couch, so I had to help him get it out, get his claw out. But he doesn't know that I'm helping him, so he tries pulling away and hurting himself. It's a fucking process.
So, you see a lot of classic things in the trailer. You see, the alien, you see the face hugger.
Yeah.
But then it also throws in a lot of new concepts, and so...
Fucking shows the thing that we were talking, the spore one that we talked about.
Exactly.
God, dude.
If you can get infected via spores.
Talked about the backburster. Talked about... Well, not talked about, but it showed a little bit.
The backburster was there.
I love the name, backburster, so I'm calling it backburster from here on out. I'm gonna have to get a fucking statue of that one, probably. It's probably gonna look just like a chest burster, but I'm gonna get a fucking statue anyways. I don't care. I want it.
Yeah, why wouldn't it look like a backburster? Like, why wouldn't like the chest burster and the backburster look the exact same? Because the chest burster is like designed to look like a rib cage.
Maybe like the head. Maybe it'll look more. Like
I think the face hugger. The face hugger looks like a rib cage.
Yes.
Yeah.
But like maybe like it's gonna look more like a spine or something. Like have frills on its head.
It's gonna have a sick ass mohawk.
Yeah, exactly.
It's gonna tell cool jokes for the children.
Fucking come out with like a lip piercing that connects to the ear.
Oh wow, an alien I can finally relate to.
God, dude.
For the edgy teen in me.
I'm at a loss for words, even though I've seen it so many times. And you'd think that after like 2.5 weeks, I'd be able to fucking talk about it, like think of something to say. But like, I'm just excited. I'm beyond fucking excited.
Oh, so I didn't catch it. I don't even think I was just so in awe of everything going on. Like there was like a bunch of different signals hitting me at once. Did Danny McBride? I feel like Danny McBride's character is the type of character who would wear a cowboy hat on top of his astronaut helmet.
He probably is. He probably does. It probably rises Xenomorph with a lasso somehow that he found on that fucking planet.
Oh my god, if he
Or I'm sorry, a Neomorph, because they're not Xenomorphs anymore.
Shit, what are we?
Trademark pending. It's trademark pending.
So what does that make us?
Well, we'll have to figure it out. We'll have to figure out if we like the Neomorph better, and if we do, we'll just start a whole new podcast. You know, whatever, no big deal.
And well, what are you and I? After the whole coma.
What is anybody anymore? What is life but essence floating in space?
So as you
through the woods.
So as you can see, we are still lost in 2017. Do you have any New Year's resolutions for yourself?
My New Year's resolution really was like, oh, I had one. I totally forgot what it was.
Wow, well, you were.
See how good I'm doing at it?
Right off of the starting gates.
It's been like, what, 6 days? I don't know what you expected.
Not
from
even
me.
a whole week, just shoots the gun up, and we're off.
I'm like the horse that falls, that like it trips because of its jockey, like just like
it
forgetting
trips
how to
and
ride it.
You have to be put down now.
Yeah, exactly. I broke my foot and I'm gonna die. Like I gotta like try and hide it and act like everything's fine.
Don't worry, I had enough resolutions for the both of us.
Oh, I'm glad that you did.
It had a lot to do with like time management skills, blah blah blah. Watch more movies, but instead, I had a bunch of different ones, but instead, I traded them all in for a more concise resolution, because I feel like resolutions are kind of dumb in the first place, because you could start making a different habit any day of the week.
Yeah, it's
so
true.
The way I view New Year's Eve is more of a year in review day, where I go, okay, so who was I a year ago, and who am I now?
Okay.
And so it's kind of like a cool thing for me, like, oh, okay, this is how my interests have changed. My only resolution this year is to make every day count, because I feel like that's something you can vote. You can always judge yourself.
Yeah.
So just carpe your diem, bro.
If you can go to bed happy, like with what you did that day, then like that's totally fine. But apparently you fucked up your sleeping schedule, so I don't know how that works for you.
So
anymore.
that was an experience. I started going to sleep at 4 p.m, and because my body is telling me that that's not the time you should be going to sleep, I'll wake up at like 8 o'clock, just 4 hours of sleep, feeling like I just had 8 hours. So much time for activities, but I feel like I'm becoming an insane person.
Oh no, I mean that's definitely gonna happen.
A nocturnal animal.
It's definitely gonna happen. Like it's a given. It's fucking life. You become insane over time. It's just some people call it dementia, some people call it old. You just call it nocturnal.
Some people call it being cool.
But I guess for my New Year's resolution this year, because like I'm not good at resolutions. I don't like care about resolutions because it's just another holiday tradition, and me, I don't really care about holiday traditions that much.
You're like the most traditional non-traditionalist.
Exactly.
That should be your stance when we run for president.
Traditional, non-traditionalist.
Yes. We'll are you left wing or right wing? Traditionally, I'm a non-traditionalist.
Oh my god, we're gonna have to work on our mottos. We only got like 13 years. I think my resolution this year is not to care about what people think as much, because I mean, you know me on a personal level, Josh. Like, I care too much, and I go out of my way to try and make people happier or whatever. Like, make people happy with me in general. So now I'm just gonna be like, fuck you, and I'm gonna do me.
Yeah, we need to stop. Yeah, I'm gonna do myself so good.
Yeah.
I need it. Yeah, that. Yeah, let's start, doing stuff, not care about what other people think. Let's stop apologizing altogether. Like, I'm going to fucking leave here after we record. I'm going to knock an old lady over.
Let's go.
I'm going to say you are welcome.
Let's go rob a bank. Apparently our towns are going to shit anyway. Let's do it.
That's like the greatest get rich quick scheme.
Every other day, there's someone else getting shot in one of the 3 cities that we live near. So it's like, we might as well. Let's join them. Fuck
It's not even like tragic news anymore.
No, it's just like fucking someone from Kent was shot in Federal Way. Oh, okay. Like, whatever. You're in Federal Way. What do you expect?
People read that and they go, and then they read the score of football. And they're like, what?
I'm going to go through and just see. Federal Way closer to paying off Performing Arts and Event Center. Oh, really? That's kind of shitty. Sound Transit finalizing details for Kent Light Rail projects. Alright, so my news today isn't depressing. That's good to know. Happy New Year, everybody. My fucking Google's not sad anymore. Found its shit and got it together.
So is there anything you're particularly looking forward to in the new year?
Persona 5, Alien Covenant. I guess Mass Effect. I mean,
I actually think this year has almost all of my favorite things are coming out.
Yeah.
Like, everything that's, like, particular towards my specific interests. Alien Covenant, Persona, a new Resident Evil game.
Yeah.
Which actually...
is next week.
Yeah, it looks...
Or in 2 weeks or something.
It's like 2 weeks. We'll, snore ourselves some blood-scented candles.
Yeah. People are fucking mad about that. They're so mad about the blood-scented candles. Like, someone... I mean, you know me, I go on Reddit all the time. Fucking somebody was like mad about it because they're like, fucking you're playing in VR, you're gonna knock it over, you're gonna fucking start a fire because you're gonna knock it over, and everyone's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, it's not. Have you smelled the candle? It's not gonna be right in front of him. Like, he's not gonna be swinging around.
Is he gonna? I just imagine somebody putting. I imagine somebody slitting their wrist before the game and putting their blood into a wine glass.
That's where my fireplace turned
and
off.
Swirling around and smelling it and playing the game, and then they're playing Resident Evil 7. They're like, this is the best experience ever. And they drink their blood. Yes. And then, midway through the game, their characters' movements are getting more and more sloppy because they're starting to run out of blood.
It's a good idea.
It's a great idea. I should market it.
I wish I could find the thread on there, but like on Reddit, that guy was getting so mad about the idea of a candle. He's like, people are like, it's gonna be on the other side of the room. It's gonna make the entire room smell like blood. It's not gonna be in his front of his face. Like, you've never used a candle. Like, go put a candle on the other side of the room, see how it works.
You know what? I'm gonna buy those in bulk, just so people start thinking that
Halloween's gonna come around. You're the most popular house. But
why? Like, I want to be that weirdo who has like a blood-scented apartment, a blood-scented room, and where everyone's like, we have no proof that he's killing people.
It smells like it. This isn't enough to book him.
Put that at work.
I don't know. Maybe you could probably do it. We have worse ideas, so I'm sure that could work in some way.
We also have better ideas.
Speaking of zombie games, even though I think Resident Evil is probably not much of a zombie game anymore, I don't know. Who fucking knows? It's nebulous at this point.
Good use of vocabulary.
It's an office quote, but okay. I told you the other day. Okay, I don't know how it happened, but I somehow own Dead Rising 4.
Yes, it's an anomaly.
I own it digitally, and yes, we're game sharing, but you own it on disc. You don't own it digital. I got it digital, and I got the $5 DLC with it somehow. I have no fucking idea how, but I'm like, all right, I'm taking it. I'm not gonna complain. And like our plan.
New year, new meat.
Yeah, right. Our plan is to play it eventually together when we actually have the time and we're able to sit down for long, extended periods of time and play it. And so I hopped in it just to see how much fun I could have in it. Oh
my god!
I had a lot of fun.
forgot. Okay,
I found a wheelchair in the middle of the city, and I was like, "All right, cool."
I did the Degrassi plot.
I thought that he would get behind it and push it into zombies, but no, he fucking sat in it. It treated it like a car. And I was mowing down hordes of zombies on a freeway. It was the best thing I've ever seen. Part I didn't tell you about, though, I showed you a video because I recorded it on my Xbox. Part I didn't tell you about that was like right after that, like where the video ends, a cutscene started. And my cat is a fucking asshole. My cat is laying next to me, like we're not touching or anything. Like he's probably like a couple inches away. Middle of the cutscene, you get abducted by some like Amish-looking motherfuckers that look like Abraham Lincoln or something.
Oh no!
They're talking to you and they're telling you why they abducted you. They're like, Frank, you're probably wondering why we abducted you. Well, you see, the thing is, my cat decides he wants attention and reaches over and hits the B button. One push of the B button skips cutscenes. So I'm like at a point in the game where I got abducted. I don't fucking know why, but everyone is friends with me. And it's like, alright, whatever. I wasn't invested.
It sounds like the plot of The Hangover.
I was so fucking mad at him, dude. Chase was going to bed like he was just walked in his room as it happened, and I just yelled it out. I'm like, you motherfucker! It's like, why the fuck would you do this, you piece of shit?
I like to imagine... I like to imagine Chase thought you were talking about him. He's like, oh, fuck me, oh, fuck you.
It was just like, I was so mad because I was like wanting to know more. But I guess that's a good reason for me not to continue to ruin it for me. But like, well, excuse me, we're gonna have a lot of fun. We're definitely gonna have a lot of fun.
Just seeing the wheelchair, that's just one opportunity.
Oh man, and that wasn't combined with anything. I'm sure you can combine it with something.
Oh my god.
You get combo weapons really quick, like constantly. So that's really cool. Frank West. I'm pretty sure that this Frank West is going to turn out to not be the same Frank West, and it's not going to be revealed until the end that he's just a fan or something. Because he is nothing like the original Frank
it'd be
West.
kind of cool either way.
I wouldn't care. I think it'd be funny. I'm trying to think. Like, they improved the controls. Fucking throat's all weird today. Like, lately, because I think I'm sick, but I don't think I am, because it doesn't feel like it. I don't know. The controls are new and, like, way better. It's really cool being able to fucking beat the shit out of a zombie and then shoot a horde of zombies far away.
Yeah, I think they finally addressed something that I always was complaining about with Dead Rising, which is the controls were always clunky.
Yeah, but, well, like, I mean, they're still kind of clunky, but in a better way.
Yeah.
Like, it's weird because down on the D-pad heals you, like, uses a healing item, but, like, if you hold it, you drop your weapon, so it's just, like... But then, like,
you keep making that mistake.
Yeah. Pushing the D-pad... Up changes your melee, left changes throwable, and right changes your gun. And like holding it pops up the radio wheel, which you can choose which one you want in which area. And I keep fucking up and hitting down trying to hit up instead to like change my melee weapon.
And so you keep like you're attacking people,
I keep eating shit.
People, and then all of a sudden you just drop everything.
Yeah.
And you're like, alright.
I'm just like, well, fuck me. You can find a katana in like the first 10 seconds of being in the mall, which is awesome. Because it's not that hard to get there. It's just like they made it's fun. It's really fun and it's really good and it's just like it's funny. Like Frank is really comical about the whole thing. But like everyone's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? It's really fun. And excuse me while I get a drink of water because I'm gonna die if I don't.
Like a zombie.
Something like that, yeah.
So
I hope I don't
could you
come
still
back.
have zombie races in Dead Rising?
Funny you say
Dead
that.
Racing.
It's really funny you say that. While you're in the zombie, while you're in the mall, the first side thing you find is a go-kart track, and you hop in a car and you're racing around. All zombies are like climbing onto the track and like falling over, and you're running them over.
I just imagined there was a glimmer in your eyes. Like
a little bit, yeah. I was like, hey, it fucking happened. Zombie races, they're a goddamn thing. I'm fucking pushing for that. When we run for president, we're not the only things running.
Oh my god.
That's actually a good slogan. I'm not the only one running.
We're gonna have to cause the zombie apocalypse.
If it gets us the election, why not?
I'll do anything. I'll do anything for an A.
Anything you say.
Or for the election.
You keep like turning to me while I'm drinking my water. It's like making me have to hurry up, so I'm trying not to choke on it. As punishment, I should make you vamp for like 20 minutes. Just like fucking...
We don't have 20 minutes.
Call it your podcast.
Well, it is my podcast.
Well, it's partly... Yeah, something like that.
What's yours is mine, and mine is mine.
Another thing that we're excited about. Alright. Another thing I'm super fucking excited about, and I'm probably going to get a lot of stupid bullshit about this. Well, probably not. But, fucking Series of Unfortunate Events is coming on to Netflix.
It is finally having a Netflix series.
And like I don't know about anyone else, And I'm fully aware that it was not a good movie, but I love the actual movie.
I love anything to do with Series of Unfortunate Events. You know how different kids have different books that they really vibe with. Like
Most
a lot of people,
had
Harry Potter.
Some people, like the nerds, had Jurassic Park and Star Wars because those were books too.
Exactly. For Dak and I, it was definitely a Series of Unfortunate Events.
I had Harry Potter as well. But yeah, Series of Unfortunate Events was a fucking major.
So for me, it was like Series of Unfortunate Events and then a shit ton of Stephen King.
Yeah. And for me, it was like, Harry Potter and then Series of Unfortunate Events and like Series of Unfortunate Events. It stuck with me more for some reason.
I just love the dark comedy. It had like the irony.
That might be why I am the way I am. that would make a lot of unfortunate sense.
Unfortunate sense. Okay, that was deserved. So apparently, it's going to be. The first season is going to cover the first 4 books.
Yes, which that's actually cool because like.
Isn't there like 12 books?
13 books.
13 books.
Yeah, because the
so where are they going to do with the last step?
Oh shit! The last season might just be the last book. It would be fucking fair because it's long as shit.
That's good. I don't know about your shits.
I should have said long as dicks. Damn it! I missed the opportunity. The one perfect opportunity I would have had. I use it for everything else. Damn it.
That's fitting. But so. Hopefully, so that means 2 episodes per book is what they're looking at. 2 episodes per book
is what this first season is going to be, and I'm assuming that later on it's going to be harder to do.
They might start expanding it because the books do start getting longer. The first few were very short.
Yeah, the first 5 I think were short. 5 was the school, right?
Yes, I think so. Mm-hmm. I got all the way to I think the 8th or the 10th book, whichever one was on that mountain.
It was the 10th.
Okay, I got to the mountain. Then what happened was same thing with Harry Potter. Is I caught up, and then by the time the next book came out. I didn't remember what was going on.
Yeah.
And so that's what happened with Harry Potter is I finished the 4th book, then had to wait a year or 2 years for the 5th book to come out.
So you never read the one where they went underwater?
They went underwater in the 4th book.
No, the 4th book was at the mill, the workshopping place where they didn't get paid and they got paid in coupons or something.
Oh wait, are you talking about No, I read all the way to the 10th book for a series of fortune events. I'm talking about Harry Potter.
Oh, right. Sorry. Okay. Yeah, you said you read all the way to the 10th book, so you didn't read the underwater one.
Was that like
I think that was 11 actually.
Okay, I did not read that one.
I'm pretty sure that one was 11.
But so I think I know like what the ending is. Isn't doesn't like the Olaf, is it Olaf?
Yes, Count Olaf.
Yeah, Count Olaf. Doesn't he get like eaten by like a crocodile?
No, he gets harpooned.
What?
Yeah, it kind of. I don't remember how it happens. I remember that it just kind of happens out of nowhere. Yeah, they're like on an island or something, and like the old guru guy has his feet stuck in the sand. Literally, his feet are in the sand.
Hey,
at least
so
I took it literally.
I guess spoiler disclaimer, but if you haven't read the books by now, you weren't planning on it.
You're also missing out.
Yeah,
like those books, even as kid books, those are great.
I would still go back and reread them.
Yeah, I've been wanting to for years, but it's just like I'm too lazy. Maybe I'll just get them. I might look up a collection of them. No, the 11th one, like they went underwater, and it turned like they meet. What is it? They meet like the girl like about their age, and then her grandfather, I think, or her father, and like they're underwater and stuff. And then Count Olaf finds them, and then they remember the 2-hook guy. Mm-hmm. It turns out that was her brother.
Oh shit!
And so like then her and her dad go evil, or I think her dad might die because of like a fungus or something at the bottom of the ocean. And then, I think, she goes evil. And it's like, what the fuck? You guys were, like, best friends.
Oh, so you know what's hilarious? Something I heard about is there was a teaser for the TV series, for a series of unfortunate events, which was Lemony Snicket talking and saying, like, you shouldn't watch this TV show, blah, blah, blah. Doing, like, the same thing.
Yeah.
And it showed a really funny thing between, like, the 90s and now, is you read that, the whole, these are true events, you shouldn't be reading these books kind of deal.
Yeah.
And people read them anyways, and they're like, that's really funny. The author is doing, like, a really meta thing, right? It's 2016 when that teaser comes out, and everyone's like, what do you mean? What do you mean we shouldn't watch it? Like
what's wrong with it?
Yeah, what's wrong with it? They go, like, up in arms. Well, why would the person who's telling me to not watch it even make it then?
I'm really excited to see Neil Patrick Harris do it, be Count Olaf, because like Jim Carrey, I thought did a damn good job.
Jim Carrey fit the role really well,
mostly because he's really good at doing different personas and like different characters in general.
Definitely.
Neil Patrick Harris is like a huge like stage history, so I guess he would be really good for it too. But like he looks exactly like Jim Carrey did, and it's crazy because it's like they're like 40 years apart. It's just like, holy fuck, this is awesome.
That's actually really impressive that Neil Patrick Harris even decided to take on the role.
No, it's really
because he's not going to be playing like the smooth guy that the smooth street he always plays.
Yeah, like I'm surprised that he did it. Like that's not normal character at all. Like, and it's cool. Maybe he's trying to break out of that, but I mean, I'm excited for it. I'm sure he's going to do a damn good job on it.
I'm always stoked when actresses take on not necessarily more difficult roles, but roles that aren't usually what they play.
Exactly.
For example, if you see somebody always playing a hero in a movie, and then all of a sudden they play a villain, it's always like, what?
Yeah, when Chris Evans plays a villain, eventually it's gonna be weird.
It's gonna be sick.
Oh shit! Maybe they'll. Oh, never mind. I'm not gonna be comic nerdy today. No, like it looks like they're gonna stick to the books too really well. From what I've seen of the teasers, like they have Justice Strauss, who was Count Olaf's neighbor, that they go over to and read like all her books and shit. Why do I remember so much? I haven't read these.
I don't remember shit, so it's like really impressive that you remember so much.
I think the last one came out when I was in middle school, and I haven't read it since. So I don't know why I remember it. Like, and the only one I didn't read was 9 because like I just got bored during it, and I know it's super important.
Was that the Carnival?
Yeah, that's the Carnival one.
Oh shit!
I never finished that one, but I read all.
Why do I remember that?
I don't know. I think it was like 7. Yeah, 7 was the one with the town, and then at that point, that's
the
when
book series makes me feel like something traumatic happened to me while reading them, and it's like I can remember like bits and pieces, but it hurts. It hurts to think about.
Number 7 was the one where they were in the small town with the crows, and I think in like VFD or whatever, like that was when that started being a big mystery.
Oh yeah, what was it? What were those initials?
Oh yeah, I don't remember what that was, but then they kept getting letters on crows from somebody and they didn't know who it was, and it turned out to be like their friends from the school in the 5th book that was held captive underneath the fountain that was in the middle of the fucking place. And they were in prison because like for some reason that was the turning point, and then they started being like seen as villains.
Well, I feel like every book was like a turning point.
God, dude.
Oh my god, I feel like it's gonna be really cool to rewatch this. It's like
8.
the one like thing where I'm a little bit nostalgic.
I don't feel nostalgia for anything, but like I'm just surprised I remember this much because I barely remember cooking breakfast at work today. So like I remember this so clearly. Number 8 was in the hospital and Count Olaf was the dude in the radio the whole time. Like I don't think he was officially in the book; he was just on the radio the whole time.
I think every book was hilarious because like Count Olaf always found a way to come back into their lives, and they'd be like, and every single time the kids would be like, "You're Count Olaf, we know it's you," and he'd go, "Nuh-uh." Every single fucking time.
I love the 3rd book. The 3rd book when he was like the sea captain.
Yeah.
And he courts like their aunt or whatever.
It's always hilarious to me.
Oh, number 4 is when they had. Oh wait, no, that was number 6 that they added. Count Olaf's girlfriend. That was in the hotel, or not the hotel, the apartment building.
Mm-hmm.
That one I'm actually kind of excited about too, because like I don't know what it was. I read that one once. I don't remember a whole lot. But like that one really stuck with me. It was like that was one of my favorite ones for some reason.
Stuck with you, but you don't remember.
Yeah, and it's weird, you know. Like it's just like that one stands out. I guess
it sounds like the kind of like words I would write in like a teenage murder mystery. It stuck with him, but he can't remember. He is, but he isn't.
Oh my god.
Love, happiness, murder.
Oh, so and like speaking of Netflix shows, you've been watching a show called 3%.
Yes, so oh my god, 3%.
I haven't even seen that on Netflix. While you're talking about it, I'm gonna look for it on Netflix.
It is the bomb. So the 3% is kind of like if you're into Hunger Games type things, dystopian worlds where like people have to do the impossible. There's like a majority that is impoverished, and then you have the 3%, which is they live on an island and they don't have to worry about money, wealth, or anything. What makes the 3% really interesting though is basically
Human Centipede 3 is on Netflix.
You searched up 3%.
Yeah.
But that's the whole thing.
All 3 of them are on Netflix, and for some reason Fuller House is on the more like
Fuller...
the rest are fucking horror movies.
Fuller House is a lot like Human Centipede.
What the fuck, dude?
Their family keeps growing.
Brie Olson is in it.
But
anyways.
So basically, the whole plot of 3% is when you turn 20, you're given the opportunity to participate in this trial where all other 20-year-olds are basically put in like a series of tests to prove if they're worth, if they are the top 3% of humanity. And if you pass, you get to go on the island where all of your dreams come true. And so everybody goes for it. And so the plot is really good because not only are the trials really interesting, they're all very psychological. It's not just like Hunger Games where people are beating the shit out of each other. But there's just a lot of moral gray areas. And so I think it's the native language is in Brazilian, but it also is dubbed in like 4 other languages. So, just kind of like how BoJack is. BoJack is like dubbed in like every single language. No. I feel like if I were to rewatch BoJack, I'd probably put it on like something really ridiculous, like German or Spanish.
I really want more BoJack Horseman. I don't know why I love that show so much because I don't remember anything that ever happens. They took off the D in the Hollywood sign, and so they call it Hollywood now, and it's been like that since like the 3rd episode of the first season. It's
no better than 2017 calling it Hollyweed.
God, dude, it's funny as hell because that happened 30 years ago.
Yeah.
Like, it was just like, why? It's fucking weird. Oh my god.
I feel like the cops saw the person vandalizing it, and one of them was like, he was like about to pull out his gun to stop him, and his partner was like, stop! Let this go viral.
Oh, it's funny. I was thinking that they were just sitting there in their cop car looking at it like, I mean, it's illegal there now. Cops can do it if they really want to.
Is it legal in California?
Yeah, that's why they did it. I guess it's to celebrate it becoming legal or something like that.
Oh, well.
I'm assuming that's why.
Little do I know.
It's funny because, like, did you look at, like, the flags that they used to cover it up at all?
Yeah.
Like, it had a fucking peace sign on one of them, and there's a heart on the other. It was just, like, it's kind of funny. It's interesting.
Hollyweed.
I don't know. Like, 2017 is off to a great start so far, I would say.
Definitely.
And, like, I'm excited to kind of see what the rest of it holds, really.
You know what? And, as to start off the new year, our very first podcast of the year, I just want to... we just want to thank our listeners, you guys, for sticking with us. Or if you're hopping on right now, we'd also like to thank you.
For starting with us.
Hopefully we'll be your first and your last.
Hopefully we'll be your only, because no one else is like us.
Our performance is a gamble. But we do have huge plans for this year. We're listening to a lot of input from our listeners, and we do want to, provide the content that you all want to listen to. And so, again, thank you again for listening to us. We are going to be making some huge changes and just huge additions all across the board.
Yeah, like hopefully we can get to that soon. We might have to wait for a few things to like get more into place before that happens. But yeah, like hopefully it'll happen soon.
Exactly. So if you're ever trying to contact us, we do have a Facebook page. It's just facebook.com/Xenocast.
We have a Twitter, which I always put it all in the bottom anyways. But I'm pretty sure the Twitter is at the Xenocast, but I can never remember. And I always have to look it up, and I'm not going to do that right now. I'll put it in the bottom, guys. It'll be, just scroll down, you'll find it.
So we will be expanding, but in the meantime, we're definitely listening to input, and we do want to let you know that your voices are heard as much as you are hearing our voices, which are much more beautiful and 100% more sex appeal.
I mean, I wouldn't go that far. One of us is really trying for this 100% sex appeal. So we're gonna see. We'll see what the rest of the year happens for us. And maybe we'll have to tone it down to 50 because it might be a little too much. I got a couple half shirts that I gotta try and wear out.
No shirts, no shoes. All service. Okay, so thank you again. This has been a great episode, a great start to the year. That was... Why were we synchronized swimming right there?
I don't know, but I love the fact that you're just like... we both did a quiet laugh, and then you're just like, all right, thanks, you guys. Like it made it sound like the joke did not land, but it totally did. Oh my god. Alright, before we ruin it, thanks you guys for coming out and sitting there and listening to us, doing whatever you do, folding laundry. Who are we to judge? We're just sitting here on our ass while you guys are doing nothing. This is the easiest job in the world, and we're not even getting paid for it.
So we're not so different, you and I.
Tune in next week. Hopefully next week. Hopefully Oh, I don't. I ran out of pills, so I guess yeah. Tune in next week. We'll be here, or at least one of us will.
All three of us.
Have a good Happy New Year, you guys.
All right, so are you gonna put your shirt back on?
Yeah, sure, but I'm not putting my pants on.
Okay, that's fair.